The following movement helps to release tension that can be held in the hip flexors, the front of the hips. These muscles run from the inner thigh, the upper inner thigh bone. They go over the hip joint, and actually the psoas muscle attaches up into the lumbar spine. So if these muscles are tight, which they can get from too much sitting, not enough movement, then the lower back can be pulled in and it can create tightness in the lower back as well. It's a very simple movement to release the hip flexors and the lower back at the same time. We're going to lie on the floor, and to begin with you might like to just take a moment to straighten out the legs, and with the legs straight just notice how does that feel in your lower back. If our hip flexors are tight, then what we might feel is that the lower back is being pulled up away from the floor, and it might even feel a bit uncomfortable. So in that case we want to bring the feet back up to the floor, and this will be our starting position. So once you're there, arms are just down by the side. We're going to just start by working with the right leg, and we're going to do our arch and flatten movement. So when you're ready, you're going to arch the lower back, but as you do that, you're just going to lift the right foot off the floor just a few inches until you feel the hip flexor muscles contracting, lower back is contracted, and then you're going to slowly release the foot to the floor as the lower back releases. Now, when the foot comes to the floor, press the foot into the floor, the lower back will flatten, the hip will lift a little bit, and then you release. So we arch, we lift the right foot, feel the contraction in the lower back and the front of the hip. Bring the foot down nice and slowly as you release the lower back, and then press the foot into the floor. And you can repeat a few times. Arching, lifting the foot, feel that contraction, nice slow smooth release. Press the foot into the floor, lower back will flatten out. Let's try that 2 more times. Arching, gently, slowly lifting the right foot. Nice slow release, as smooth as we can. Pressing the foot into the floor. And try that 1 more time. Okay, let's straighten out the legs and just see how that feels. So it might feel a bit different now between right hip and left hip. Maybe the lower back feels a little bit different as well. Take a moment to notice that. We want the brain to really recognize the difference that we might feel. And then when you're ready, let's bring the feet back up, and we'll do the same on the other side. Very simply, just arching the back, lifting the left foot, feeling the contraction in the hip, in the lower back, bringing the foot down and then pressing the foot into the floor. That'll flatten the lower back, that'll open up the front of the hip a little bit. And then again, arching, lifting, and lowering the foot as you release the lower back, pressing the foot into the floor. Arch, lift the foot, release the lower back, and press. Let's do that 2 more times. And then 1 more. Okay, let's slide out the legs, see if there's any difference. So now when you lie down and you've got the legs straight, how does that feel around the hips and around the lower back? Now if we've done that slowly and carefully, we should be feeling a little bit softer around the lower back. There might be even less space and maybe even less pain if there was pain there. So just noticing, take it a few moments there. And thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, do comment below. Also, if you've got any questions, you might like to like the video if you want. So thanks for watching.